the first thing comes to your mind? It says data center consolidation. So this reminds me of one thing. So just around a year back or 2 years back, 3 years back, we used to talk about data center DR, a very fascinating term, right? Anybody says I've got a DR site was a very fascinating word, and that means the customer is big and invested. But today, DC DR is not the concept. By making a DR saying that my data is secured on the other side, when this goes down, the other is available, is no more attractive theory. If that is the case, what are we talking? We're talking about building resilience. We're not talking about backup and recovery now. We're not talking about replication to a DR site. We're talking about resilience. We're saying if both of the sites go down, my credit card should not stop. If today I'm sitting in this hotel, Mr. Colonel Balwinder Singh, I have to pay to this hotel, and suddenly the credit card what he pulls up and doesn't work, because the bank what he's chosen has talked about DC and a DR, but never talked about resilience. If we're talking about resilience now, you know what we are heading towards. We're talking about a big next challenge of remote office consolidation, branch simplification. We're talking about cloud integration. We're talking about performance. When we grow to 80 location, when we go to cloud, we talked about hybrid, private and whatnot, public cloud and whatnot. That's easy. But how do I get integrated to it? You've created a lovely cloud. There is my office, this is my PC. How do I integrate that? And the gentleman did point out, saying that it's not easy. Everything is not best fit for everybody, right? So that's the bigger challenge what we have. If that is the case, this is where my request would be, I'll take another 5 minutes of your time, not more than that, I commit to you, to address how Riverbed is making this change and what is the value add we can bring to you. So let me just not go to the slides at the back. Let me talk about the first part. This is data centralization and the branch simplification part of it. Let me pick up those two and take your example, sir. In one of the branches, this is your data center here in this hotel, let's say, and you have got a branch. What is that is running? If you can be a little louder for all of us and give a quick example, how many servers, what application, what data, how many users?
They're all web-based applications centrally running.
Right. Wonderful, sir. And what is the kind of performance? You see a performance issue? Users complaining sometimes? Absolutely. So this is where, and the good part or the bad part, as I said, 80% of it is going to be wide area network. If that is the case, the user will continuously complain however good the application may be. The biggest challenge comes is, where is the problem?
In fact, while I was entering this room, I got a mail, one big mail, that network issues, and we get a good speed before 9 o'clock and after 6 p.m.
Wonderful, sir. I was doing the same thing today. I'll give you a good example. I don't have to shy away naming this name. I was doing my ticket for my wife. She wanted to travel to Chandigarh and so on. IRCTC. We all know it, right? I don't know, for some reason, my last 5 experience I've been booking ticket between 10 o'clock in the night till 12 o'clock. I didn't never realize. And everybody used to say, that site doesn't work. I said, I don't know why they complained. Today, for the first time, I'm doing it at 9:30 in the morning. And believe me, 1:40 was the precise time, and I printed my second ticket of a return, because obviously going is easy, coming back is also important. So finally I could. That is what the user, and user experience is different, A user experience from me, from IRCT would be different. A user sitting inside IRCT would be different. Maybe a different location could be a different experience. Anyway, let's cut that off. But coming back to the part of it, like user experience. Everything is going to be on a wide area network. Everything is going to go through TCP/IP. And we're talking about the web conferencing. Colonel Balwinder Singh has just inaugurated. Mr. Mittal has just pressed the button saying yes. But the problem is next. It goes on UDP, right? So you need to consolidate and optimize it. So that is what Riverbed is talking about. We are saying we'll take care of the TCP/IP chattiness. We'll reduce it to 1 rather than 3. In exchange, if it does 30 times, we'll do it 1 time. In Lotus Notes, if it does 70 times, we'll do it 1 time. And we'll reduce the traffic. We'll do deduplication on both the and ensure that your performance is 20 times, 50 times, 100 times better. And believe me, on the same network, we can improve it by putting WAN optimization on both sides. Second thing, coming to the branch consolidation side. There are files which are at the branch level, which you need to consolidate. So what we did very smartly in the WAN optimization box, we added some hard disk with SSD into it, up to 4 terabyte with RAID 1.0, and put in a VM server also, up to 5 servers it can support. Now you can think about a branch level where it's got rack space, a switch, a router, and now a WAN optimizer only, because now you can put a software firewall into it, you can put your AD into it, you can put your file print server into it, and that is giving what? That's easy, right? You can still do it with your server also. What we did, we mounted the LUN of the data center to the branch. And this is true, if you have a data center in New York, I can mount a LUN into this branch in Delhi from New York to New Delhi. Normally, a SAN and a server can be at maximum what? So 90 meters, if I correct me right?